Now, WLOX First Alert Weather with meteorologist Wesley Williams.
A beautiful sunrise for your Labor Day Monday here in South Mississippi, but then you look out into the Gulf and you see all the dark clouds, maybe a sign of things to come, as our forecast includes a tropical storm in South Mississippi, possibly by tomorrow night. Here's a look at the First Alert radar, watching some Monday morning downpours in coastal Hancock County affecting I-10. We've also seen some of them brush into portions of Harrison County. Expect scattered storms impacting your Labor Day Monday plans. And then impacting us late Tuesday into Wednesday, this tropical disturbance that's starting to get its act together, it is forecast to move into the Gulf of Mexico, becoming a tropical storm, likely taking the name Gordon. And so that will bring us some impacts, mainly late Tuesday into Wednesday. What kind of impacts? Well, the biggest one will be heavy flooding rain. That's the highest on the impact scale there. Looking for 3 to 5 inches of heavy flooding rainfall or more in all of South Mississippi, and some of those isolated spots could be even higher. And notice the storm surge threat is not zero, so it could be limited, maybe significant for the coastal locations, 2 to 4 feet of water above ground. That may not be too unlike last October when we had Nate make a landfall. It was a similar forecast. And then the wind threats and tornado threats, both are pretty limited because this feature will be moving through pretty quickly and it will not be a major hurricane. So that's why the wind threat is going to be on the low side, but not zero. So even with this limited wind threat, those are winds above 39 miles per hour, but probably not above 74 miles per hour. So you might get some power outages sometime between late Tuesday into portions of Wednesday afternoon. But the timing for the flooding rains really are right there for you during the overnight hours into early Wednesday. Storm surge starts possibly as early as tonight. There's your Tuesday 1 a.m. block right there and continues into parts of Wednesday and Thursday. And again, that minimal tornado threat probably going to be there for you Tuesday afternoon with any of those rain bands moving through and continuing into parts of Wednesday. Obviously, most of those threats line up mainly early Wednesday morning, so that will be probably the worst time of all, sometime after sunset Tuesday and before noon Wednesday. So scattered thunderstorms on your Monday might be affecting your Labor Day plans. Keep your rain jacket nearby, but then we'll take a look at futurecasts and see what it does for Tuesday, because a tropical storm is going to be moving into the coastline here. So let's see where it puts that center. We've got the rain bands hitting us already Tuesday afternoon, and then the storm core makes its last approach for the coastline there. At this time, still keeping that center of the storm just off to our west. This is critical because west of that center, look at what's happening. The sun is out in Baton Rouge. East of that center, it is absolutely pouring with torrential downpours and really horrendous conditions. So if that center just creeps off to the east, if the forecast is off by just about 100 miles and the center instead goes toward Mobile, then we'll get all of this over here, which is hardly anything. So it really depends on that. But right now, this is what we have. This is what we have to prepare for. Rain, a lot of it starting late Tuesday and continuing for much of Wednesday. So that's why those alert days are up for your late Tuesday and for your Wednesday. And then conditions should improve later on this week gradually between Thursday and Friday.